What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Sean with BlueRidgeSilverhound. Hope everyone's having a great Friday. Well, we are in a new month, the month of March, and I had promised a lot of folks that I wouldn't be doing nearly as much of the U.S. Mint kind of like product drop updates and reviews and things like that, but March is kind of important for a few reasons. We're going to take a look at this particular month and what's going to be dropping in the month of March on the US Mint website. Okay, a lot of stuff, and I think one of the first things that you guys are going to notice right off the bat is going to be just a general price hike across the board on a lot of the coins and products that offer some sort of precious metal. All right, so the first line item that we have here in March was actually a coin that was offered yesterday for the first time. And this is the 2022 First Amendment to the United States Constitution, platinum proof coin, freedom of speech. It's platinum. I mean, what else more can you say about it? This one is $1,645, still available as of this video. And keep in mind, all right, this is going to be one of those things that's really telling to the marketplace. We have a mintage limit of only 15,000 pieces for this particular item. So it's a relatively small mintage, a really limited edition release from the US Mint, but it's going to be a case of, okay, who's really buying this sort of stuff? Well, you're going to have your hardcore commemorative people that enjoy stuff like this, but at the end of the day, people will look at this and say, well, there's really more comparison to it being just 1 ounce of platinum than it is being an actual numismatically relevant coin. So people are taking that into consideration, and that's why it's still available on the US Mint website. And, it's 24 hours since it was made available. Normally, coins with a low mintage that have some sort of hype built around it before the release will normally put these coins out. It'll show a remind me function on there once the stated kind of like product limit's been met. But they could always go back and add more and stuff like that. But right here, we're still seeing, go ahead and add it to bag. It's minted in West Point, which is the normal facility for such, kind of different, obscure type of offerings. Seeing as how this is not an instant sellout, this is something that probably will take a month or two for it to finally sell out. Again, that's just leading a little bit into the popularity of such coins, which is a lot lower than a lot of other coins that the US Mint releases. So, $100 nominal face value. I mean, theoretically, you could go to the grocery store and spend this thing because it's $100 face value, but good luck having anybody accepting that. But they do have to assign some sort of dollar value to the coin. But yeah, there you go. Well, 1 troy ounce platinum. Again, platinum isn't nearly as attractive of a PM compared to gold. And that's why it's still here. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's a beautiful coin. I like the look of it. But this isn't something that's typically in my wheelhouse. And especially if you were into the game to flip such coins, again, I just don't see it here with this one. So I would probably, if you want it, go buy it. If you're intending on buying it with the prospect of flipping it, maybe sending it off to a grader first and then selling it as a Proof 70, it has to get a 70 first. Then you do you, boo. But yeah, that's the first one to kick off the month of March. The next one that we have here is going to be a complete 2022 proof set of American Women quarters. Now, this is just for the 5 American Women quarter designs that are dropping this year. We've already seen the Maya Angelou quarter drop in circulation just over a month ago. But this particular set will have all 5 of the designs in one set. Now, keep in mind, what you're getting here for $21 is going to be a product with no mintage or product limit, no household order household order limit. So consider this to be a print to demand or mint to demand offering. All right, so there could be 1 million people that want this, and they'll place their order. Okay, and then they'll just continue to produce it for as long as people are actually placing orders for the set. Now, this particular set, you guys need to know, this is not silver. This is a copper nickel clad offering. All right, so that's going to diminish the overall secondary market value on these, unless you just wanted to add to maybe an album or a set. This is a brand new series starting this year. I would expect, through the first maybe 24 hours to be quite a bit of interest in this set, if only to take part in a brand new series, which I'm really glad that they've elected to just do this series as a short 4-year type set, as opposed to something like the Statehood Quarter series or the National Park series, where it was a really long 10-year set. I guess maybe the U.S. Mint has kind of done a little bit of a survey in the community among collectors and really thought that, these particular long form type of series of sets really kind of get a little bit boring after about year 3 or 4. I know I personally stopped collecting or stopped paying attention to these coins, especially during the Statehood Quarter series and the ATB series after about the 3rd or 4th year. Because at that point, it's just like you're buying it and you're adding it to an album. And that's it. There's really no other kind of fanfare surrounding these particular sets. But seeing as how this is a brand new coin set in proof, and it's going to be what I would consider to be more or less your bargain basement entry point into a premium offering from the Mint for the American Women's Series quarters at $21. You could do a whole heck of a lot worse. But keep in mind, these are copper nickel clad, and they should be priced as such. They are minted in San Francisco like they normally are. And then they come into what I consider to be a very basic presentation with a cardboard box. You have these plastic lenses that hold all the coins in there. It's attractive while at the same time pretty basic setup from the U.S. Mint. All right, what do we have up next here? We have the U.S. Navy 2.5 ounce silver medal. Okay, so this is one of the sleepers out there, only if because of the silver content. Now, you're going to notice right away that it's offered up at a very substantial premium. If we were just going to go and say, based off of silver value today, $24 an ounce, 2.5 ounces is going to put that right around, $62, $63, something like that. Maybe my math might be a little off, but yeah, this is offered at a pretty substantial premium. But here's what you're buying with the other $100 for this. It's got a really nice presentation. I might even pick up one of these because my dad was in the Navy, and this would mean a lot more, when there was an actual tie, to maybe a family member that, that served in a certain branch of the armed forces. So I would see something like this maybe picking up $160 is a hell of amount of money. It's a lot of money. But it is pretty limited mintage at 10,000 pieces, which means there won't be any more. So the mintage limit is the cap for such items. The product limit at 10,000, as you can see, they match up. This is a one and done offering right here. Order limit is 1 per household, so keep that in mind. But what you're really getting here is going to be kind of the rarity in conjunction with the actual the actual metal of the coin, the silver. Perfect gift for military history buffs. I mean, I can't dispute that, but I think more importantly, there's going to be a little bit more of a sentimental factor with this coin. And I would anticipate that this will sell out, maybe not on day one, but probably it might take a week or so, because it is kind of a niche type of item from the U.S. Mint. All right, so I wouldn't necessarily put all my eggs in one basket, but we have seen similar products like the Marines and other ones that have sold in the last year or two, kind of like ramp up in the secondary market. I think they're right around like $200, I think, last time I checked. So the first gold kind of substantial product that's going to be released is going to be the gold proof 4-coin set and the singular coins. Um, the pricing is yet to be determined on this because of the volatility of the price of gold currently today. This is going to have, again, the first full-fledged official year of the brand new, what I call Type 2 reverse. It's going to feature the large, just really detailed eagle heads on each one of those particular sizes. You're going to have the 10th ounce, quarter ounce, half ounce, and 1 ounce all in one set. I don't recall how much this set was sold for last year, but I would venture to guess it's going to be a little bit more this year because of the heightened demand for PMs right now. Product limit is at 10,000 because there are going to be other offerings where they're selling singular coins. Maybe they're going to sell it also in another set, but this has a household order limit of 1, and these are all fine gold, 999, I believe, or no, there's the overall composition. So 91.67 gold, 3% silver, and the rest in copper. All right, so that's what we're looking at here for these ones. These are popular. They will sell out eventually. I don't know if it's going to be a day one sellout, because it's just, it is what it is on these. They're not going to be cheap either. Whatever they're going to end up being probably like close to $5,000. That's just a wild guess, though. Don't hold me to that. But if singular coins, like the 1 ounce gold proof coin, let's say, I'm not even sure they even have the price on this one either because it's also gold. But TBD. So this is where we find out what the actual mintage limit is, 16,000. Which is, right, within the kind of like the normal annual type of amount that they produce of these coins. And they always sell out. They will sell out. They might take a while, and they're all in pretty decent display boxes and whatnot. Don't know if it'll load up here, but there you go. Pretty nice, little bit of gold gilding on the box, and then, just a decent display for what it is. It's not something that's going to blow you away, but yeah, that's what you get. Very nice looking coin. Again, do not get into this particular release if flipping is your thing. I think with a more different kind of denominations of these, the mintages will be a little bit different. This one right here is the quarter ounce, which is a size, a fractional that people don't normally buy. And as a result, it's got a much lower mintage limit of 14,500. But if you wanted the singular coin, there is only 4,500 available that they had allocated for this particular release. This one right here is available March 17th. And as you can see, same type of setup with the boxes and all that stuff. It's got the really nice embossed gilding right on that sleeve right there. But overall, that's what you're getting for that one. And again, it's going to vary with the other fractionals, the 10th ounce, the half ounce. They're all going to have various different numbers. So before we get to the next product, because this is kind of like officially the first U.S. Mint update that I've given you guys all the way in March. We didn't even really talk about any of the U.S. Mint releases since the beginning of the year. And I would find it just a complete lack of respect to the fact that we didn't talk about, and we'll get to it here, the Maya Angelou quarters 2022 rolls and bags release back on February 7th, which is coming up on a month. But this is something interesting. And this is probably something that maybe a lot of you aren't aware of, is that a lot of these products did sell out within the first 15 minutes. Is it really about the brand new release of a series? Or is it about the coins themselves? Well, that's going to be an interesting kind of topic here. If we go and choose the 100 coin bag of the Maya Angelou, so we just go wait till this pops up. This particular one is on Remind Me, all right, which they've fully fulfilled all of the allocations necessary for the 100 coin bag, which are all P Mint mark coins. If we go and take a look at the Denver bags, we'll find that this one is also going to remind me, although the Denver Mint bags did not sell out immediately, it actually took about 24 to 48 hours for that one to sell out. We have a 2-roll set, so 2 40 coin rolls, both P and D. This one right here is also on Remind Me as well. And then finally, they also threw in an S-Mint Business Strike roll, a three roll set. And you'll notice the actual amount of money that they're asking, $54 for $30 face of quarters. Seems like you're getting hosed, right? It's like, why would I pay them $30 or $54 if all I'm getting back is $30 in Business Strike coins? It seems stupid, right? But believe it or not, this has been the hottest product so far this year in 2022. But here's the little caveat that I'm throwing to you guys. This has been a consistent performing seller every single year. These roll and bag sets that they're selling, they always sell out within the first day. And the big reason why is that people have discovered and found a lot of really cool errors and varieties in these particular rolls. So since about 2015, when the Homestead Quarter came out with a bunch of these doubled window pane quarters, you guys are pretty familiar with that, I'm sure. They have been selling out, all right? And there was like a few really big, substantial varieties that came out of the Homestead Quarters. So since then, people have been buying out these particular offerings. What's really attractive about them is that they have no household order limit. So you know, sky's kind of the limit here. But this is really the only product today that you could buy the S-Mint Business Strike coins. There's going to be no other offerings for that. So in order for the Maya Angelou, the 100 coin P-Mint bag sold out first within 15 minutes. And then the P, D, and S set also sold out within the first 15-20 minutes as well. We're going to take a look at the secondary market activity on this particular release, and that'll help you guys understand what's at stake for the Sally Ride release that's coming up here in a few weeks. So let's go ahead and take a look at that right now. And it's going to blow your mind. Keep in mind, the 100 coin, the $25 face P-Mint bags were available from the US Mint at $40 plus shipping. All right, so if we typed in Maya Angelou, and I think I typed in 100 bag, you guys will see what we got here. And you're going to find out immediately which ones have like a lot of secondary market potential. So we have a couple of Denver Mint bags here available at $75 shipped, which you know, it's nearly double what the US Mint was offering for such a product. But those are what people are asking for. Here's a sealed 100 coin bag at $89. Buy it now. And then there's, you know, you just see everything's doubled up here. And here's another one here, $100. So I mean, a pretty big jump in prices. So we're gonna talk about a little bit of the twofold effect of these bags and rolls. You're gonna find that people are buying these not only to hold on to and invest in, but they're also buying them to flip. Because you could turn around and sell that same amount that you had paid $40 for, sell it for over double what the original US Mint issued price is, and come away with about a $30 to $40 profit. And because there's no household order limit, you're pretty much, you know, let's say if you pumped $500 to buy these coins off the US Mint website, you could pretty much say it's a foregone conclusion you have nearly doubled up if you went, turned around, and then resold this on the marketplace. But the other big reason why people are picking these up at a rapid rate to where they sell out the side allocation of these is, again, for those errors. Okay, this is the particular product from the US Mint where people were finding that what they call the twig nest building reverse, where it's a die gouge right on the eagle's. If you can see the eagle right there behind my the eagle's mouth, where it looks like the bird is carrying a twig. It's actually quite neat. And those coins on themselves are selling for between $10 and $20. So you can imagine finding out of a 100 count bag, let's say for instance you found 20 of them. All right, you're going to make on the low end about $200, in addition to having all the rest of the coins in there that you could sell on the side and probably double up that as well. But as you can see, they've sold for as high as $150. I mean, talk about just kind of like smoking the ether in this particular instance. But you can see they're selling for quite a bit more than what the actual U.S. Mint issue price was. So, they used to be a lot lower than that right after release at $70, but still a very, very attractive, very punchy opportunity to pick up something that will, kind of like do really well in the short term on eBay and various other sites. So there you go, $40 for the P-Mint bags. Household order limit, none. Like literally, you could buy 100 bags and turn around and flip them and then do really well. And it's really not a lot of work, You pick these up and then do a little pack and ship and send them out. And then you'll be in good shape. So, all right, so let's get back to the upcoming Sally Ride quarter release. I don't anticipate anything is going to be changing from that particular offering. Sorry, I got to kind of go through all these here. I should have just went through the regular drop-down menu. All right. So, hope everyone's having a great day for you guys. So we go March 22nd, I believe, is going to be the next release. That's this one right here. And then we got 2 more releases to talk about, and then that'll do it for this one. So keep in mind that on this particular product, you can do the subscription service where you can get some of these. Paula Bloom, who's also on the live Q&A, also did this as well, so she'll be getting her allocation. But again, the 100 coin bag P-Mints are at $40, same price across the board. As you can see, 40 for the Ds, the P&D roll set 36, and then the PD and S at $54. Keeping again in perspective that the S Mint rolls will not be available in any other release. There you go, product limit 1,860, which they didn't put that on the Maya Angelou. So I'm wondering if this is a static number, and in reality, that's really not a lot. Not by a long shot. So if we went here to the P&D roll set, it's more, 5940. And the PDS here is going to be 7620. All right, so when we look at these numbers, so let's say if the numbers were close, if not the same as the Maya Angelou, we're going to see that the 3 roll set with the PD and S at $54 kind of outperforms the regular 100 coin P-Mint bag. Because this one right here only has 1860. So this one and the 3 coin set with the S-Mint coins sold out virtually at the same time. Within that 15 to 20 minute mark, they both sold out, which means there was a lot of performance on the actual S-Mint rolls. Let's see if we can find out any market data for the S-Mint roll. Yeah, you see this 3 roll set right here? From sealed box from US Mint, 120 coins, $190. All right, so this is a 3 roll set. Yeah, so 120 coins, 40 coins from each P, D, and S roll. That's a heck of a flip right there. I'm just now seeing this for the first time. $180. Here's another one at $200. And again, a lot of the punch with the profit on this is going to be the S-Mint coins because they don't make them in any other product from the Mint. They just make them to release for this right here. And those generally carry a very low mintage by themselves. Look at this. 303,000 minted of the S-Mint Maya Angelou business strikes. Here's a one roll for $225 is what it's sold for. That's just crazy to me. All right, well, I think I know what I'm going to be ordering when the time comes. And yeah, I would suggest that you guys save the date for March 22nd because that's going to be insane. Yeah, this right here, this looks to be the big one. $54, especially if you're a reseller. No household order limit. I would probably go in and order 10 sets on the minimum. You know, if you had an extra $600 lying around and you wanted to 3 to 4x your money, that would be the way to do it. So definitely something to keep in mind. The sales are brisk. A lot of them have sold, which is really, really crazy, guys. So yeah, this one right here, you will not get hosed on this particular release. Some people look at it and these get ignored constantly, with exception of a very small group of people that sell it out within the first half an hour of all the coins. And I'm telling you guys that there is a lot of potential with this particular release right here. And the American Women series of coins with the new obverse, people are really, really gravitating toward this release. People think it's one of the most attractive looking sets of coins that's come out in recent memory. So we have this National Purple Heart colorized silver dollar commemorative coin, $95. Again, it's a commemorative coin. You know, if this speaks to you and maybe you have a loved one that received the Purple Heart, or if this has more of a deeper sentimental feeling, then this is something probably you want to possibly, you know, pick up. Mintage limit 400,000, product limit 25K, order limit 1 per household. I've noticed that even with the commemoratives, they've really tightened down the household order limits on these for whatever reason. But $95 is a lot of money for a coin that is basically 1 ounce of silver. And it looks to be that it has some sort of like purple type of inlay, which looks actually quite attractive on here. But this is a good looking coin. It speaks to the message and the overall concept of this particular coin. And I think this one will do okay. People will buy these up. Keep in mind that with the commemoratives, they do kick in a disclosed amount of money that will be going toward the National Purple Heart Honor Mission to support their cause. It's $10 for each purchase. So that's a good reason why to get in that as well. And then finally, we're going to go ahead and end it off on the big 400,000 pound pink elephant in the room. And that's going to be the final product of the month, which is the Silver Proof Set American Women Quarters. And this is the one that has caused a lot of controversy because of its price point. $73. It's no longer a cheap offering. I remember as recently as about a couple of years ago, this you could have picked up for under $40. And, you know, $50, $60 could have gotten you a full proof set for that year. That also includes all the other denomination of coins from penny to $50. And that's with the America the Beautiful series. But again, things have changed in just the last 24 months with the pandemic and the demand for more silver and gold and things like that, that we have seen just an insane price increase across the board on all of the products. And it's reflected, it couldn't be more apparent than in this set. $73. And what's crazy is it has no mintage limit, no product limit, no household either. So this is kind of like a ride till you die type of affair. You know, if you order 10 and let's say they produced 4 million of these sets, you know, that's how much it's capped at. So as long as people are ordering them, they'll keep making them. And these will stay on sale for about a year and a half. All right. That seems to be kind of like the life cycle of the actual ordering of the main kind of sets, the proof sets, the mid sets, and all that stuff. $73 continues to go up more and more each and every single year. So this one will again have all of the coins. This one has more black kind of like touches on it to signify that it is indeed silver. So there you go. It has all 5 quarters in there. And this one right here, get it if you need it for your collection. That's all I got to say. And there will be quite a few people that'll kind of like groan and bark and, you know, say all sorts of expletives about the price of this, but they'll still buy it. I mean, let's not kid ourselves. If anything here looks attractive to you, hit the Remind Me feature. Go ahead and put your email in there. You will receive an email the morning of the sale of each one of these products, which will come up, I believe, like 30 minutes to an hour before the product goes live, so that way you can get set up for your sales. Again, keep an eye out for that Sally Ride. That thing is going to be a mother of a sale right there, with a very, very tight product limit that they've imposed on that, and they are going to sell out, guys, within like maybe 15-20 minutes around there. So make sure you're all set up and ready to go for that one. It's going to be insane. But that's it, guys. That's what I want to talk about. Quick little kind of tour of the U.S. Mint for the month of March. A lot of things to get excited about. A lot of stuff that's just kind of like out there, you know, just like regular stuff that people typically ignore, and I feel like that's going to continue on. But that's what I wanted to talk about. Would love to hear your thoughts on what we talked about today. Do you have a product that you are going to be going for? Would love to hear about it. I'm your host, Sean, with Blue Ridge Silverhound. Thank you guys for joining in on this one, and that's going to wrap it up for today. You guys have a good one, and I'll see you on the next coin video. So long.